Add data saving. No, that's a bit too big. Add data saving. Add data saving or bad things will happen. Well, I guess we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to add new machines.
Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you.
Alright, so here we've got our first machine. Its design's pretty simple. It's basically just a top with some pipes on top on a standout conveyor. So there's really nothing special about it, but I think it looks quite nice. Now, what this machine does is that it takes your crop and randomly spits it out on either the left or the right side, which could be used to split your crop into 2 even lanes. Here's a little showcase of how the splitter works. But yeah, that was a pretty simple machine. Let's move on to a more fun one. Now, our next machine is going to be the furnace. Here's a little time lapse of the modeling process. But I know you guys can't sit through a whole time lapse of me modeling. So that's why we're gonna put a weird video in the bottom so none of you click off. Just kidding, we're not doing that. You guys are just gonna have to suffer. Now, let's get to texturing this thing. By the way, if you're wondering why this video took so long to produce, thank this guy. He's good at 2 things, scripting and his main skill, procrastination. Oh my god. He did add one thing though. Anyways, after a few years, I finally got him to script the furnace. Now here's a showcase of how the oven works. So first of all, you'll need 5 wheat. When the 5 wheat have entered the oven, they'll start cooking. This will take about 5 seconds. Then the bread will pop out on the other side. Now I want to take a quick break from the video to talk about our Discord server. On our Discord server, we'll be posting daily sneaks and announcements about the progress on our game. Unlike this channel, where we only post once a week. If that sounds interesting to you, be sure to click the link in the description and let's get back to the video. Now we've had 8 crops in game since the beginning of development, but never used them. That's why we thought of the researcher. Essentially, what it will do is take a certain amount of crops, and with those crops, you unlock a new tier of crops. Then you'll need a certain amount of those crops to upgrade to the next tier, so it's an infinite loop basically. Now the modeling process for this was pretty simple. I added a square, put 2 cylinders on top,
cylinder,
inserted a hole, and there it is. Wow, that's crazy. Now, I don't know much about the scripting process. Let's see what Sarah had to say.
Can you explain how the script works?
I forgot.
Anyways, let's get to the showcase. As you can see, we made this UI that shows what you're unlocking at the top and what you need at the bottom. Now, when you reach a required amount of crops, you unlock your next seed, which you can switch by clicking on the seeders. Then you use those new crops to get an even better seed, and so on. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the researcher. Wait, but the video isn't over. Let's take a look at all the smaller additions we added. The first small addition we added is this totem pickup effect. Not anything big, but I think it's quite nice. Now the next thing we worked on was a small info box, which tells you information about each item. Now honestly, this next thing isn't really a small addition, but I couldn't fit it anywhere else in the video. We added data saving. Well, not for machinery, that would take too long. As you can see, this is the researcher's progress. and when we rejoin, it saves. And it's the same for the cash and the deposit tier. Lastly, we fixed a bunch of bugs we were having.
Bruh. Bruh.
Thank you for watching to the end of the video. There will be a link in the description to the game. Remember, it is under early access, so you should expect to find some bugs.